Get this closer.
Right. Welcome to the GC&HM Podcast. We're sitting down here with Miss Holly Beth. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I mean, of course. She just got off the stage singing with Cody Canada, and they just got done singing Sick and Tired. I mean, you can't get better than that, right?
It was the coolest moment of my life. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, aside being on the GC&HM Podcast, of course. I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is topping that 100%.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So you played earlier today, so you've been hanging out all day. Who were some of the people you enjoyed watching today?
Oh man, them Dirty Roses were great. They played right after us. Cody Canada is always one of my favorite. We played with him quite a bit, and so I always love watching him. I'm really excited to see Will Green too. And then I played in the VIP tent with Jamie Lynn and Brian White. And I was in awe the entire... Today's been really great, guys.
I told him on the way down there, I was like, man, we're not going to make it to be there for Brian and Holly.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of wanted to see that.
Yeah, I did too.
It was cool. It was really cool.
Did you get to watch his the Damn Quail set on Wednesday?
No, I didn't. I was... I didn't come on Wednesday. I don't even remember what I was doing something on Wednesday. But I don't remember. But we didn't get to come earlier, so yeah. I came on Thursday, but I just wasn't here Wednesday. But I wish I would have.
Yeah, it was a great set. It was killer.
I got to ask too. So when I was texting you earlier about getting you on, you said I might possibly be singing with Cody Canada, and I responded with weird flex. I told him, I was like, I hope she didn't think I was being like a jerk about that.
No, I read it to Carly, my TM. I was look at this text. I said he said weird flex, and I was like, oh, I sounded like a douchebag. I was like, I didn't mean to do that.
No, I was like, he was like weird flex. I'm like, that's hilarious. Please send that. I'm like, I don't think she's gonna take offense to that.
No, I thought it was funny.
We've already played golf before, so you probably already know our kind of humor anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
So
yeah.
There's gonna be a clip coming out here pretty soon of the golf. Of,
gosh.
The persimmon on persimmon joke whenever Jeremy hit the tree.
Oh, that was a great day.
Yeah, that was a fun time. That's probably one of the funnest times I've ever had playing golf.
Same.
He hit it, and then you could hear it hit the tree, and then he turned around, and I said, "That's some persimmon," and he looks at me and he goes,
it's great. I kind of want that to be my ringtone for it now, just on repeat.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, can you, if you make that a ringtone, will you send it to me?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna set it as his, so when he calls me, I'll be like, hey, just test it out, call me.
That'd be great. So you have to play earlier today. What does it feel like to be playing like these festivals like this now? Like born and raised.
Yeah, it's festivals are like the coolest and the most fun to me personally. The people that are here want to be here a lot of times, and they want to be here for everybody too. A lot of times at like other shows, most people just they come for the headliner, you know. Some people want to watch the opener, but most of the time it's kind of you got to convince them to want to listen, you know. Festivals, I feel like everybody's just into it already from the get-go, and they're my favorite by far.
Yeah, for sure.
Another festival that I think is going to be pretty cool is Legacy Fest.
Yeah.
You were supposed to play that one, right?
Yeah, I was.
And then it got canceled.
I know. It was crazy, and crazy thing. So one of the owners of the festival, Thomas Evans, he used to play guitar with me.
Really?
I lived with him for a short period of time. We were like really close. I mean, we're still good friends, but it was, so I felt really bad for him, and Jesse is the other owner, but I think next year will be a pretty big year for them. So
are you on for next year? Can you say?
I don't know, honestly. I haven't honestly even talked to him about it. I mean, I hope, but I'm sure I could give him a call and we could make something happen.
Yeah, for sure. So what other like big shows you got coming up here for this year?
So we actually only have one other show the rest of this year. We're playing Texas State Fair October 17th. It's a Tuesday. But after that, we are gearing up for the album release, and we decided to not play. About it. That's one of the songs on the record is 25, and I'm really excited to do that.
Is it the numbers, or is it spelled out, or?
So it's spelled out, but it doesn't have the hyphen in it, and it's all one word. Because when you listen to the song is just like kind of super, the lyrics are kind of chaotic. It's about my life and how I feel weird being 25. And like, when I decided to call it 25, I was like, I want it to be all one word because it just like looks super messy and like kind of ran together and jumbled. And I was like, and that's how my life has been up to 25. It's been very messy and chaotic and just all over the place. So, yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta ask too. We were talking to Jeremy Thursday.
Yeah.
Before their set, and
I was gonna ask you.
we're like, what have you been up to? And he's like, yeah, man, I was painting my house the other day. He's like, I got drunk on painting the house. And he said he had to have you hold the ladder so he could get down.
Yeah, so I showed up back to the house after work, and he's like, I got these spots up here, and he started trying to do it, and I was like, I hadn't been there an hour, so like I didn't know if he had been drinking or not. I honestly didn't know he was drinking at all until you guys just told me that. Not that I care.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry, we didn't mean to rat you out.
I don't care at all, but I didn't. He's very good at hiding that, and like I can't tell sometimes. So not like I sound mean. I'm not the hiding that he's drinking, but like I can't tell. Like some people just me. You can tell when I've been drinking. I just get loosey goosey and.
I was like,
yeah,
she's swaying everywhere.
I am. I'm a lightweight, but he's better. But anyways, and he like starts climbing up on. It's like one of the 2-step or 3-step ladders, and he like gets on the very top of it. And I was like, whoa, hold on, let me hold on to this here. Anyways, it's fine. He's alive. That's all that matters.
We don't want anything to happen to Jeremy before the next South Hall set happens.
Man, so my stepdad, he's an Oklahoma City firefighter, but his like other job that he has when he's home is he has a construction business, and they mainly do garage doors, but he kind of will do anything. And he has a bunch of rent houses in Stroud where we all live, and my stepdad's name is also Jeremy. So let me prep. We call him JB though. So JB and Jeremy Nip, they will work together sometimes. And the first couple times that they worked together, every single time, Jeremy Nip injured a finger and it would start bleeding, and he like cut off skin on it. Like it was bad. Like, and my stepdad finally was like, go to the freaking hardware store and go buy you some gloves because I can't afford to replace one of these fingers. He was like, you have a real job on the road. He was like, this is not good. Anyways.
The one thing Jeremy can't lose is his fingers.
I know.
That's the thing. He's
bad.
I'm kind of thankful it's not one of the toes because he tends to like to take the shoes off, especially playing golf.
Like, what even? Like, he'll pick up a freaking like baseball with him, and I'm like,
oh my god. he throws a curveball with the toes. That's hilarious.
Next time y'all come back to Stroud and do golf, you're gonna have to like do a feature of the feet.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him, we didn't think about it. I was like, we should have had a toe cam, like every hole. It's like, what did the toes look like during the drive?
Oh man, that would be so funny.
Hilarious.
You couldn't catch me doing that. No.
So, if someone didn't know anything about your music, what 3 songs would you suggest they go check out of yours to get the full?
The current ones or the new ones?
Any of them.
Both, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna do both of them. So the current ones, my preference, I don't know. It's been a day. Okay. That's hard. I Hope You're Happy. Psycho. Probably should have known better because it's already out. But if it's the new ones, I would say 25, Trevi, and Flowers. I'm gonna leave it at that.
When is the album actually coming out?
Next year.
Next year?
Yep. And I know that sounds like a long ways away, but we are releasing something before the end of the year. I don't want to give it away. But we are releasing something.
We need the hot content on the pod, Holly. Come on
no,
now.
I can't. My manager is one of them is sitting right there.
Oh, come on now. Give her the approval. Come on.
And if she would have heard me in the interview earlier too, she would have been so mad. I might.
There wasn't one.
I might have given away the name to the album twice today. I don't know if y'all heard her, but she said she's walking back to Texas.
Hey guys, we want to tell you a little bit about Deadwake Archery Innovations. They got all kinds of awesome stuff. They create their very own custom designed CNC milled bows, and they do all kinds of crazy colors with the anodization. And you want to tell them a little bit more?
Yeah, so it is a Oklahoma State graduate. They're in Kansas, Oklahoma is where they're established. They do some great stuff, great killing machines for the water, honestly. And just go check them out. Thank you so much for Deadwake Archery Innovation for sponsoring this podcast. What inspires you to be like what in your life inspires you? Maybe it might be another artist, or maybe...
Wait, real quick. I want to before we drop that, what we were talking about, does this involve a collab?
With the album?
With the thing before the album?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
I have a really good idea for you for a collab, but go ahead.
There will be some probably next year, maybe, but not this year, not yet.
Okay. So sorry. Go ahead.
Well, if I'm allowed to speak, no. So what in your life? Maybe it's another artist. Maybe it's something growing up. Maybe it's family. What in your life inspires you whenever you're writing songs, lyrics, music, all of it?
So I have learned through the process of writing this record that I'm a very emotional writer, and by that I just mean that like whatever I feel like is inspiring me in that moment, I have to be very, very emotionally attached to that. So a lot of time I think a lot of people know at this point because I say it during my shows and I'm pretty open about it, but I went through like a really bad breakup about 1.5 years ago, and it just kind of broke me down as a human, and kind of the whole thing just like rewired me, and I had to like really figure out who I was again. I'd been in a relationship since I was 20 years old, and now I'm 25, and so it was like I didn't know who I was anymore. I kind of lost myself through that, and so I found a lot of inspiration in the healing part of that, really. And but now I'm in a really happy place in my life and feel like really secure in that side of it, but also just in my personal life away from that, and like my friendships and everything and my family. And so finding inspiration has been a little bit more difficult. I found it in my friends and their chaoticness. I found it in I'm trying to think recently about what I've wrote about. I've been a little bit slower writing this recently, not trying to force it as much, but
What's your process like when you write a song? Are you like sitting down with the intent to write, or is it just like things come up and...
Most of the time, yeah, it's the intent to write. So I've really kind of like honed in on like what kind of gets me to that point to write, because I went through a really long period for probably like 8 months. So when I was writing the record, it took about 6 months, and I was writing like 3 or 4 songs a week. It was insane. Like everything was just like word vomit coming out. And then after like we got it done, I like stopped writing for probably like 8 months, and I kind of like told myself I was having writer's block, but it wasn't. I just wasn't like forcing myself a little bit, and I kind of had to go there. My manager Dalton sent me a text on a Sunday. We were on our way home from a show, and he was like, "Hey, I want you to write about the toxicity of nostalgia." And I was like, I don't even know what the hell that means. But, okay. And he was like, do it 10 a.m. the next day. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I haven't wrote a song in months, Dalton. I don't know what makes you think that I can do this. But I did. And it didn't sound good. I mean, I just kind of wrote to write. But for me, I always have to like sit down with something in mind. A lot of times I will kind of like stew on an idea for 3 or 4 days, and then I like feel really like I need a whole storyline. I talk a lot, obviously. You guys know that. And so it's like I need something to really talk about and write about. And I don't know, usually it comes out. The music is the hardest part for me, because I'm not like the best musician in the world. Lyrics and melodies are where I feel like I thrive, and music is hard. Chords don't work together sometimes for me.
I think they were talking to Randy Rogers earlier, and he was saying like that's the reason why not everybody does it, because it's a hard thing to do, but the payoff is what really gets people coming back for the ones that can figure out how to do it.
I fully agree with that. The end result, it always like makes you feel good.
Yeah, for sure.
What about outside of music hobbies? Obviously golf,
Yeah.
as you guys will see shortly.
Yes.
See soon. You will see that I suck. Actually, my putting game was on point
No,
that day.
you were really good.
No,
I was editing it the other day, and I'm like, Holly's actually sinking some of these putts.
No, we got to the point at the end when we like played the like last nine, where Jeremy and they were just like, "Can you make that putt?" And I was like, "Yes, I can."
You're
Just
like,
give it to me.
like, just wait.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
No, yeah, golf. I don't know. I'm hobbyless. I hang out with my family, my dog a lot. I love my dog. Her name is Bonnie, and she's the best. I'm trying to think what else I like to do. Somebody asked me this the other day, and I like had to sit and think about it, and I did have a lot at the end of it. I really like to like paint and draw. I have a whole little. I'm not the best drawer in the world, but like I enjoy it, and I'm like decent at it enough. And they have that app Procreate on the iPad,
Yeah.
and so I've like learned how to use that and stuff. And I have this whole thing around the album that I like have created a whole. I haven't told this to anybody, but I'm gonna tell you guys. So now you're getting the exclusive on this.
That's what we want. That's what we like around here.
I'm making like a whole sticker package of all of these things that I've
that's
drawn myself.
really cool.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, and I'm like really excited about that just because like I don't know, I've never seen anybody do that.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
steal that. That was my idea.
Do you like when you're drawing? Are you like drawing like, okay, I just wrote this song. I'm gonna draw like a design to go with it, and then that's the
wow.
sticker.
Yeah, they're all based around
Oh,
songs
that is
on
so
the record.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and some of them like don't necessarily like fit it 100%, but it's like something that like when I was scrolling through Pinterest that like inspired me, you know, from like visually with that song that I was like, I'm gonna make that the kind of. I don't
That's
know.
really cool.
That is cool.
I'm excited.
Are you doing the album art as well?
No, that's a picture of me. I can show you guys here in a little bit, but I'm not drawing that. No, I'm not that good.
Self-portrait.
I'm waiting for her to like just full commit. She's gonna do the artwork and the.
No, I'm like really dead set on this photo. Like everybody else was kind of like, I don't know, and I was like, no, this is the one that I want. Sorry, nobody else is getting to choose this. This is happening.
You're like, you don't get an option. This is my show.
This is the only one.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome down to Bad Brad's Barbecue. Hey, stop looking at Gus. Stop it. Stop it. All right, folks, you see here, Jacker's trying to throw some cornhole, and he just can't get her done.
I just cannot hit anything today.
I see that, Jagger.
Man, you gotta have some bad brads. Play that crap when you're hungry.
Vernon always coming in clutch with the barbecue. Oh, yeah, look at that bite, folks. All right, Jagger, let's see it. Look at that. Right in the hole.
Bad Brads, where you can't help but be good.
Like Jagger said, folks, Bad Brad's Barbecue, where it's good to be bad.
The recipe.
A Holly Beth cooking show.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
And-
what?
and then
That's not, Carly said no. I think it's a good idea. I'm a great cook. Okay, so I actually don't really enjoy cooking.
She wants a cooking
That's a
show.
problem.
though.
If you have a cooking
No, you want to know what I want? I want a comedy show because I think I'm hilarious.
I'm having a great time right now. It's hilarious.
She needs
I
a- she
tell
needs
my
a-
whole band that I'm the funniest person I know.
She needs a comedy podcast on the bus.
Yeah.
Man, just
That's
pop it up.
yeah. That'd be.
I was about to say I'm not to a bus yet. I wish, but we're balling on a budget here.
Hey, she pulled up in the van the other day whenever to play golf.
Well, y'all know why, right?
No,
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
I
Sorry.
totaled my car.
You totaled your car?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, so
She's like, it's still under investigation.
I haven't been proven guilty yet.
no, you know, hang on, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened first before I tell you the end of this. But so I went to California for a week to work on some stuff, and on the way home, our flight got delayed by like 3.5 hours, and me and Carly were already like so tired. We'd been in California for a full week at this point, like Sunday to Sunday, and I really wanted to get home, and it was like literally like 2:30 a.m. when I got back to my car in Frisco, and I was like, I was talking to my grandma earlier at the airport, and she was like, I really hate that you're driving home this late. And I was like, I'm fine. I do this all the time. I'm a professional. And she was like, no, I don't think you should. Just like stay. I had a place to stay. I could have. I was being stubborn. And I was like, you know what? I'll just take I-35 because she said that. And if something happens, there will be people around. I jinxed myself. And also, my producer, Taylor Kimball, and I, the whole week we were in California, I literally kept saying, hey, this is so bad. I should not say this on here. I kept saying that. I was like, hey, if I die, my album will do better. And so,
Oh my God. Oh no.
when I texted him a picture of my car the next day, I said, we've got to stop joking about that, Taylor. I was like, life flashed way too close in front of my eyes last night. Anyways, so I decided to go I-35 a little bit out of my way, and I stopped at Buc-ee's. I got an iced coffee, and I got back in the car, and as soon as I was getting back on I-35, it's like torrential downpours, like all at once. And I was going like probably 60 miles per hour. I was trying to slow down at the time, but I hydroplaned, and I like caught it the first time. Like I just like let go of everything except my steering wheel, and I was like holding, and then all of a sudden I just feel my back wheels go wee. I was like, oh no. And I thought I was gonna start flipping at first. Like in all seriousness, it was actually the scariest moment of my life. But I thought I was gonna start flipping, and so I just like held onto the steering wheel, like white knuckled, and just like closed my eyes. But I hit a light pole on I-35, and they're like made to be like taken out in impact to fall over instead of anyways. So, but luckily it was my passenger side and not. If it had been my driver's side, I probably would have been hurt. I did not walk away with even a scrape.
Wow.
I walked away with not even a scrape. Sorry, that was backwards. Anyways, I was very lucky. But where it shot me, I was on the on-ramp to I-35 West, where I-35, like Dallas and Fort Worth, like meet. It was like where Dallas comes in to that like Fort Worth, and I was literally in the middle of the road.
Wow.
And all these semis were coming up, and I just remember like after I like kind of got my bearings together, I was like calling 911. And I'm like, I hear rain. What is going on? And I look back, and my tailgate of my car, I thought it was like completely ripped off, but the like back windshield was like completely busted out. And I was like, oh no. And then my suitcase got stuck back there, and it was all like crumbled up, and it was just a mess. But I really would like to know if there's like footage of the cameras, because I don't know. I just think it would be funny to watch now.
Oh my gosh. So coming on the new album, Jesus Take the Wheel. It's inspired. I know it's a cover, but still it deserves to be on the album.
Man, I have a recording of me like a 9 years old singing that song. I should have put that on top of the picture when I posted on Instagram.
If you get the video, just lay it over it. Like just lay over 9-year-old you singing Jesus Take the Wheel as you do it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get those videos though.
I wouldn't
I
know
Googled.
Either. I asked ChatGPT. It did not tell me how to do it.
You want to know something crazy? If you hit those light poles, to take them down is $2,000 to $3,000. To put them up is like $4,500.
Oh my gosh.
And so they charged my insurance, and I was like, I did that for free. You're welcome.
Did you just put it on your story?
No, I put it on. It was in like a photo dump. There's like a selfie. This one. Oh, it's not loading. It's just doing the same pictures. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was bad. There's my suitcase. And there's the light pole.
I love how in all the pictures you're swiping through, it's just like normal, then a totaled car, and then a suitcase, and then a normal picture.
A picture of the car.
Yeah.
Hey, photo dumps are my favorite because they're so chaotic. You like have no idea what's going on. Like that's what like people like commented, and they were like, "Oh my god, the car," and I was like, "Yeah, it's fine."
It's
I
fine.
already forgot about the car.
It's like we'll just load up in the van and go to Strata International tomorrow.
And you want to know, Carly? So she was like an hour down the road already when it happened. And back at the beginning of 2020, she was in like a awful car accident. Got hit head on by a drunk driver, and she almost died from it. Like it was really bad. And me being stupid, and like I want to say I was being dramatic, but also like it was pretty traumatic, like what happened. But I was fine. But I texted her And I was on the phone with 911, so that's why I didn't like call her, but I texted her. I said, I was just in a really bad accident. And she said, there was an exit right there, and I just went, and she's like, I hauled and turned right back around. And I was like, I probably could have worded that a little bit
probably.
better.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we want to give a huge shout out to our new sponsor, Red Earth Designs. They made all of these new t-shirts you're seeing. You can find those on social media if you go to our page, Guitars Cowboys Pod. You can click on that, message us, get a shirt, all that good stuff.
They also made these awesome cups for us, guys. They do everything from screen printing, vinyl, laser etching. They will probably even give you a tattoo if you can give them enough time. But go check out Phil there in Perry. Great shop. We'll be looking to go there in the future, give you guys kind of a lowdown on their background.
Thank you so much to Red Earth Designs for sponsoring.
Yeah.
Anyways, I scarred her.
Yeah, I think I was like, I made a comment about the van.
Yeah.
I think Jeremy was telling me that he's like, yeah, Holly totaled her car. So.
I'm sorry, that was a really long story, but
No, it's great.
No, it's great.
Yeah,
I've never told it on a podcast.
There we go.
More
GC&HM Media, where you get the exclusive content of all your favorite artists.
Dun, dun.
What I was going to say
drink
back when
this
we were
one?
still talking about the food, I was like, Jeremy was texting me the night before, and he's like, I think his exact words were, I'm going to make whatever. And I was like, telling him, I was like, Jeremy's cooking? And then,
I'm gonna get him. He cannot take credit for that.
the next morning, he pulls out that bag of the cinnamon rolls, and I was like, no, I'm all right. And he said, Holly made them. I was like, oh, okay.
I grabbed one of those, like, oh my God, this is like incredible. I was like, that's like one of the best breakfast food I've had like
It was
in a
good.
long
It's like
time.
sweet and savory.
Yeah.
It's great. Can I drink this water?
No, it's not. No, not at all. I'm just kidding.
Here, glacier, clear water. Sorry,
Don't do that. They don't sponsor us.
Sorry, okay, cut it out.
Yeah. So besides the music, the new music coming up, besides getting in a car accident, besides playing at Stroud International, what else have you been up to here lately?
A lot of chilling.
A lot of chilling?
No. I don't know. What else have I been? Honestly, so we didn't really play a lot of shows this year,
Yeah.
and it's been really cool. And so I really have got to like spend a lot of time at home. My family goes to the lake a lot, so I went to the lake a lot this summer. It's the reason that I'm not like so pale this summer. I'm like still not that tan, but like I'm not that pale.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I work at a bar now 2 nights a week, but for most
I
of
was
the summer,
fixing to ask you where you work at.
it's a little bar in the town in Stroud. It's called Ruby's. I work on Monday nights. Come see me. I work on Wednesday nights too. Those are slower. Those are only bar only, so it's kind of a little bit. Well, you can bring food in, so it's kind of loosey goosey in there that
Things are
night.
kind of wild like that in Stroud.
Do you ever do live sets there?
I have not while I'm working, but I have played. Me and Jeremy have songs up there a couple times. It's been fun. We those are always wild nights because like all of our like families live there and stuff, and so it's like, and then the whole town, you know, like I work up there, so all my regulars come in because
Yeah.
I like telling them the weeks before, like, hey, I'm playing, you know, whatever, and it gets a little chaotic. Yeah,
It sounds like a good time.
it is.
Yeah.
Stroud is so fun. I'm not kidding. Like, for a little small town, it's popping. It's popping. Y'all need to come more
They
often.
used to have them all, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, the tornado took it out. I wasn't there when that happened. I was barely alive when that happened.
We were talking to Jeremy about it yesterday. He was like, yeah, we were in a storm cellar, and he was like, we're fixing to die, and his dad was like, no, we're not. And then they get out, and he was like, we about died.
Dude, his family's house is literally right across the turnpike from where that mall
gosh.
was. I'm not even kidding. Like, he was telling me that one time, and I'm like, you're being dramatic. And then I thought about it one day, and I was like, I don't think he's being dramatic, actually. It literally is right
I
across
think
the
he
turnpike.
actually almost died.
Yeah.
He was telling us he's got his like all decked out with like he could survive down there in his
The
little
cellar?
freighty hole. Yeah.
Hey, well, by decked out,
Well, like-
he means he has like.
He has a lawn chair.
He's got a lawn chair. He'll bring his guitar and probably a case of beer, and
That's
then
exactly what happens. One night, there was a storm going through, and I was at, my parents live like a mile and a half from where his house is in Stroud. And I was at my parents' house, and this storm rolls through. And so I was like, I'm going to just stay here. You're more than welcome. My parents have like a cellar inside the house. It's like in the sunroom, but it can fit probably 20, 25 people. It's huge. And it is actually like there's like canned food down there and stuff. Like that one's actually decked out. But I'm like, you can come over here if you want, you know, so you don't get taken away. I don't know, whatever. And he was like, oh no, I'm already down in the cellar. The storm was still 30 minutes away. And he was like, I'm just playing songs down here. And then the storm is gone and passed, and like an hour later I'm like, what are you doing? Are you coming over here to eat dinner or whatever? And he's like, oh no, I'm still in the cellar. And he was like, I'm just playing songs down here. Sounds really great. And I was like, freaking nerd.
Hey, I just imagine like we're like playing golf one day, we get like stranded there and there's a storm coming through, we go down there and it's just Holly and Jeremy and like Ben, they're just playing songs. We're just sitting there like, do I have to pay for this? Like what is this?
I know, when Jeremy and Ben play, you feel like you need to pay for it. Like that. Man, yeah. That day that they like played those songs, I was sitting there. Okay, Jeremy I get to hear pretty often, so it's not that I don't think he's great. I do. But however,
Clip it.
Ben, however, Ben, I just sat there and I was like, you're so good.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm really excited for that to come out. I think people are really gonna like that.
Oh yeah, me too.
I
can't wait to watch it back.
we gotta be honest. When we pulled up, we had no idea what to expect because when we pulled up, I think Jeremy sent him a text or something that said, "Yeah, we're all really excited." We're like, "Who's all gonna be here?" And then we pulled up, and it was Jeff Nichols, Chili, Grill, and then you. It was like we did not expect this, but we love it. It was awesome.
The fact that y'all call him Chili too is so funny because I'm pretty sure Jeff Nichols and like his group of friends are the only ones that call him Chili. I've never known him as Chili until that day. His name is Boyd to me.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's Chris Boyd. But anyways, I've never known. So honestly, that's hilarious to me. But yeah. So I tried to tell him. Did he like mention anything at all to y'all about like the other people were playing beforehand?
No.
I'm so sorry.
We adapt very well.
Yes, you do. I literally tried to tell him, I was like, so do they know that like the whole town of Stroud is coming? Because like, I mean, that's not a very controlled environment, and they are like recording a podcast. And he was like, oh, it'll be fine. And I was like, okay. He was like, I'll talk to him at some point. And I do remember like on the way out there, I was like, so were they cool with him? He's like, oh, I didn't tell him. And I was like, okay. I was like, this should be fun. And I was like, I mean, we don't have to play. Like, we can all like play. And then you guys just were like, no, let's just do it. And I was like, that's sick. Props to y'all.
It was a lot of fun. And full disclosure, that was the second 9 holes and 6 strings golf video that we had ever done too. So we now we know how to do it if we have to again. Trial by fire is always the best way to do it.
And I was also like, I wonder if they even got any of like the podcast content that they actually wanted, or if it was all just like a free-for-all mess. Like I was like, whatever. Either way, it'll be fun to watch, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It was.
I mean, to me, meeting everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just like Jeff and Chili and everybody. I mean, they were just so cool. It was worth it. Like,
yeah.
I want to go do it again.
I'm sure we may be saying something different if everybody that was there wasn't as cool, if they were all just like like just standing there the whole time, like not being, but they were all like relaxed. It was a fun time.
We have shenanigans on the golf course at Stroud International.
Yeah, Stroud International.
A huge thanks to Stroud Golf Course for hooking it up.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yes.
We definitely need to do it again sometime.
Yeah,
I think
y'all
it'd be
come
good.
literally anytime. We're pretty easygoing. I did not go to work that day for that, and it was well worth it.
I'm glad we could make the dreams come true.
Yes.
All right, well, Holly, we appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah,
we'll let you get back
anytime.
out there and enjoy the rest of the festival, but we really do appreciate you stopping by.
No,
Yeah,
thank
thank you
you.
so much.
It was
I'm
great.
sure we'll play some more golf sometime.
Yeah.
down the road, so.
For sure. I want to do it with you guys. We need to find another like female golfer and like go out and do it. And I guess maybe have a free-for-all and have other people come
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Whenever you want to do it, we're down. Just let me know.
Cool. Sounds good.
Awesome.